Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class. Video 1. In this video, we are going to start the new lesson, that is chapter 3, chromosomal basis of inheritance. Dear students, in the previous video classes, we have seen different hybridization process of Mendel, that is monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, test cross, back cross, and different gene interactions, and also inheritance of chloroplast and mitochondria. Today in this lesson we are going to see how the genes which are located in the chromosome, then how they are linked together or inherited together, and how they are transferring the genetic material from one generation to another generation. What are all the modification which is occur due to the genetic recombination, then how they are linked with the same gene of the chromosome or different gene of the chromosome, then different genes between the different chromosomes. That characteristic features are given in this lesson. We are going to see different topics in this lesson, that is chromosomal structure, salient feature of chromosome theory, difference between gene and chromosome behavior, linkage, crossing over, different types of linkage, and gene mapping, multiple alleles, sex determination in plants, and how mutation is taken place in gene with their types, and also different methods of ploidy with the example, then DNA replication. So these are all the different topic we are going to see in this lesson. Dear students, this lesson, chromosomal basis of inheritance, which are showing basic concept of gene and their characteristic feature. Dear students, this is the chapter outline, chromosomal theory of inheritance, linkage, eye color in Drosophila melanogaster and seed color in maize, crossing over, recombination and gene mapping, multiple alleles, sex determination in plants, mutation types, mutagenic agents and their importance, DNA metabolism in plants. So these are all the topics we are going to see in this lesson. Dear students, in the previous lesson, that is second lesson, classical genetics, in that lesson we have learnt that different types of hybridization process, how this hybridization process which are showing the Mendelian characteristic feature, Mendelian genetics, and chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now we are going to see the structure of chromosome with the genes and their location, how they are inherited the parental character from one generation to another generation in this lesson. Dear students, the first topic is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Gregor Johann Mendel studied that the pea plant, Pisum sativum plants, which contains several variable characters, that variable characters are recognized by Mendel in the year 1900. Then these Mendel's discoveries are remodified by three different scientists, De Vries, Correns and Treasure-Mark. And also each and every scientist rediscovered the Mendel's result, that is inheritance of characters by individually and also together. Various cytologists also observed that at the time of cell division, we already studied in two types of cell division in 11th standard, that is mitotic cell division and meiotic cell division. How it has taken place? Exchange of genetic character. So how many possible gametes are produced during cell division? So this cell division only which shows the genetic characteristic feature in the daughter nuclei. So this characteristic feature only leads to identify or discover the structure of nucleus. Whenever they are discovering the nucleus, at the center of the nucleus they have found out some worm-shaped structure which is located in the nucleus during cell division, that is named as chromosomes. So these chromosomes are colored structure visualized under microscope by using the Gram staining procedure or staining procedure. Each organism which possesses two complete basic sets of chromosome, that is said to be diploid. So each and every organism which possesses diploid set of chromosome, that is named as diploid condition. Basic sets of chromosome are known as diploid. Dear students, and two more question, what is diploid? An organism which possesses two complete basic sets of chromosome are known as diploid. A chromosome consists of long continuous coiled piece of DNA in which genes are arranged in the linear manner. So inside the chromosome only they are having two type of nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. This deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA which are act as a genetic material in the living organism and also higher advanced organism. So this DNA which contains a bead-shaped structure, manipolar named as genes which are arranged in the linear order. And also each gene which are having the definite position or a place of a chromosome is named as loci or locus. So these genes are only named as hereditary characters. Based upon the gene and the hereditary character, they propose the new theory. It's said to be chromosomal theory of inheritance. This theory states that Mendelian factors. So at the time of Mendel period, yes, found certain substance which are carrying the parental character to the next generation. He named as factors. After the Mendelian period only, some other scientists named that factors are called as genes. And also they are contained the specific position or a place of an organism of the chromosome named locus, which carry the information or genetical character or hereditary character from one generation to another generation. That is said to be chromosomal theory of inheritance. What is chromosomal theory? There is an important 2 mark question. Theory states that Mendel's factor or today's gene have the specialized position called loci of chromosomes. Loci locus on chromosome, and they carry information from one generation to another generation. That is said to be chromosomal theory of inheritance. Dear students, this is the introductory part only. That means at the time of cell division, they found out a small worm-like shaped structure present at the nucleus, which are carrying the genetic material from one generation to another generation, and also they are having the specific place or position on the chromosome named as loci. So based upon the position and the genetic characteristic feature, Mendel has named as factor. After that, the genetics named as genes. So they proposed the theory is chromosomal theory of inheritance. The DNA which contains gene in a linear order, which carries the parental character from one generation to another generation, and also it has a specific position or a place on chromosome is named as loci. That loci is the important 1 mark question, and what is chromosomal theory of inheritance is the 2 mark question. Dear students, next we are going to see the history development of chromosomal theory. Due to the cytological findings related to chromosomal theory, they proposed certain historical developmental characteristic feature. First, William Rox in the year 1833 postulated that chromosomes of a cell are responsible for transferring heredity. What is the transferring heredity? It transferring the parental character from one generation to another generation. So that is proposed by William Rox. Next, Montgomery in the year 1901, he suggests that a distinct, that means clear pair of chromosome is present in the parental body that also occur in pairs, that is diploid in condition. 2 sets of chromosome is named as, what is that one? Diploid condition. Both maternal as well as the paternal chromosome having pair of chromosomes, that is 2 sets of chromosome. Maternal means father chromosome, which is pair in condition. Then paternal, mother chromosome is also having the pair of chromosomes. This characteristic feature is present only during the meiotic cell division. That is the another history of Montgomery. Next, T. Boveri in the year 1902 supported that chromosome which contains genetic material. So, and also he was responsible for developing the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Then another scientist, W.S. Sutton, in the year 1902, he was a young American student, independently recognized the parallelism, that is similarity. Parallelism means similarity between the behavior of chromosomes and Mendel's factors during the gamete formation. That means he rediscovered the Mendel's experiment. That is, Mendel's found that factors which are carrying the genetic material from one generation to another generation, that should be proved by W.H. Sutton in 1902. The behavior of the chromosomes, which is parallelism, similar to the Mendel's factor. That is the discovery of W.S. Sutton. So those are all the different Historical evidences of chromosomes. Dear students, Sutton and Boveri, individually they have discovered Mendelian process, and in 1903 altogether they proposed the theory is named as chromosome theory of inheritance, based upon the law of segregation of Mendel. They proposed the certain principles, and this is called a chromosomal theory of inheritance. So based upon the Mendelian law of segregation rule, they proposed the newly formed theory named chromosomal theory of inheritance. So one more question. Chromosomal theory was proposed by Dash, Sutton and Boveri in the year 1903. Dear students, up to this we have seen introductory part and historical evidences of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now we are going to see the characteristic feature of or salient feature of chromosomal theory of inheritance. First one, somatic cells of organism. What is somatic cell? Body cell of an organism derived from the diploid zygote by repeated cell division, that is mitotic cell division. So this consists of two identical set of chromosome. One is retrieved or derived from a female parent, that is maternal, and the other from the male parent, that is paternal. Dear students, in the previous paragraph, I wrongly stated that maternal means mother, paternal means father. So these two chromosomes constitute the homologous pair. So one set which is derived from the mother, another set which is derived from the father, both of them joined together and named as homologous pair of chromosomes. Dear students, this is the structure of chromosome. First diagram, which are having the centromere, which is yellow in color, contains pair of chromatids. So this is said to be the set of chromosomes. The next diagram, which are showing the structure of DNA, which is divided into two genes. One is the gene 1, another one is the gene 2. So this all indicates that one, each chromosome which are having the DNA which contains the genetic material named gene, transferring the parental character from one generation to another generation. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing the structure of chromosome. So there is a paired chromosome, two sets. See the red color one and the light blue color one. That is said to be two sets of chromosome named as homologous chromosome. What is homologous chromosome? The size and the shape, arrangements of genes, everything similar. That is said to be homologous chromosomes or sister chromosomes. They are having the centromere. Inside the chromosomes, they are having fine thread-like structure or core-like structure called a kinetochore present in the centromere. Then synaptimal complex. So what is synaptimal complex? In that region only they are exchanging their genetic material between the same chromosome or different chromosome of the genes. Then I told you each chromosome which are having pair of arms, upper side and the lower side. Each arms are named as chromatids, which is present in the homologous chromosome means that is named as sister chromatids. That's why I told you homologous chromosomes are otherwise named as sister chromosome with pair of arms. One is the short arm, another one is the long arm. That is said to be sister chromatids. So this is the structure of chromosome you already studied in the lower classes. Dear students, this is the diagram which are showing internal structure of chromosomes. Diagram B which are showing the internal structure of chromosome. Diagram A which are showing the morphological structure of a chromosome. Centromere, pair of arms, that is called chromatids. Okay. One is having the short arm, another one is the long arm. Inner side of the chromosome, we are having the structure in B. So they are showing in a thread-like structure. Each thread-like structure which are having the straight region at one end, at the top of one, that is said to be terminal end named as telomere. The telomere which are connected to a long thread-like structure with a small constriction or a small bending nature is named as secondary constriction. The outermost region of a thread-like structure named as pellicle. Inner side of the pellicle, it's named as matrix. At the center of the matrix only, they are having coiled structure is named as chromonemata. Then a long thread-like structure which are connected to the another thread, short thread is named as primary constriction, which contains the centromere region which separates the upper arm and the lower arm. That is said to be centromere. The centromere which is afterwards responsible for produce the spindle fiber during cell division. Then another secondary constriction is also there. At the tip of the secondary constriction, a bulb or oval shaped structure named as satellite. A chromosome with satellite is named as sat chromosome. So these are all the different structures which is present in the inner side of the chromosome. So based on this characteristic feature only, they have framed the salient feature of chromosome. So this is the pair of chromosome in second diagram. Pair of chromosome which is present in maternal or mother parent, and the another pair of chromosome which is present in the paternal, that means father chromosome. Both of them inherited together in the gametes or in the next generation in pairs. That is said to be first salient feature of chromosome. So dear students, the first points which denoted that pair of identical sets of chromosome which is derived from mother and father, and they are both of them constitute together to form a homologous pair. Second one, each and every chromosome which are having their uniqueness structure, the different structure, and also showing the different individuality throughout the life cycle of an organism. So entire life of an organism, each chromosome which are showing separate structure and also separate individuality function of an organism. The next one, each chromosomes which are carrying the specific character or determinants or Mendelian factors which are now termed as genes. In Mendelian period, it is named as factor which are carrying the specific character or determinant. Now it is termed as genes. The next point, the character of the chromosome during the gamete formation, that means meiotic cell division, provides the evidence of the fact that genes or factors are located on chromosome. So at the time of meiotic cell division, the chromosome showing certain characteristic feature. That characteristic feature which shows the evidence of the fact that Genes are factors which are located on the chromosomes. So this is said to be the different salient feature of chromosomal theory of inheritance is the important book back question. Dear students, in the previous paragraph we have seen salient feature of chromosomal theory which denotes one set of chromosome derived from the parent, another set of that is maternal parent, another set is derived from the paternal parent. So both of them constitute together pair of chromosome named as homologous chromosome, each and every one having their own structure and functional activities. Then these chromosomes carrying the specific character according to Mendel factor are nowadays named as genes. This behavioral characteristic feature of chromosome shows the evidence of genes are located on the chromosomes. This is the salient feature of chromosome theory of inheritance. Now we are going to see comparison between gene and chromosome behavior. Dear students, in the 20th century, cytologists established that the number of chromosomes which is present in the each and every organism is constant. That means constant number of the total number of chromosomes is constant in all the cells of the species. So each and every organism which are having the constant number of chromosome in the cells of the species. So if the organism is diploid eukaryotic cell means they has two haploid sets of chromosome, that is one from the maternal parent, that is mother, the other set from the paternal parent, that is father. All somatic cells, that means body cells which are carrying the same genetic complement, the behavior of the chromosomal activities, not only mentioning the Mendel's characteristic feature, and also they leads to new approaches to study about the hereditary characters of a gene at the time of meiotic cell division. So that is the comparison between gene and chromosomal behavior. The diagram is also proving that the comparisons of chromosome and gene behavior. Dear students, this is the homologous chromosome. First one, chromosome 1. Another one is the chromosome 2. Third one is the chromosome 3. See the three types of chromosome which are different in their length. That is said to be structural variation. They given in the paragraph. Each and every chromosome which are showing the structural variation or uniqueness and also individual character. So each and every one which are showing different height of the chromosome, but they are showing the similar size and shape. That is said to be homologous chromosomes. Okay. Then in this homologous chromosome, they are showing two sets of chromosome. The light orange color which is derived from the maternal parent, that is mother. The dark color brown chromosome set derived from the paternal parent. So both of them together to form a homologous chromosomes. When comparing to the three sets of chromosomes, The chromosomes of 2 when compared to the chromosomes of 3 is named as non-homologous chromosome. That means that chromosome is different from the other pair. If it is present in the same chromosome means that is said to be homologous chromosome. When compared to the other pair of chromosome, it is named as non-homologous chromosomes with the genes. See the comparison. Chromosome 2 and chromosome 3. The two of the comparing together, they are named as non-homologous chromosomes. Then, see the chromosome 1, same genes and same order. See, this is the chromosome with the genes. The chromosome gene 1, which contains the allele A, that is dominant allele. You already studied. Each gene which are having the pair of alleles which are showing dominant as well as what is that one? Recessive character. Now we are going to see the first chromosome 1. The light orange color chromosome, they are containing the genes with the same order, that is linear order. GCA, TT, CG, AG, TC. What is this one? These are all the nitrogenous bases such as purine and pyrimidine, adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. They are arranged in the linear order which is present in the allele A. So they are marked as an cytosine with yellow color shadow. This is the dominant allele. When you are coming to the another allele of the chromosome 1, which is dark brown in color, which contains the nitrogenous bases. Then they are showing the nitrogenous base is the T, the same gene, same order, but they are showing what is that one? Here they are having the cytosine. In this region they are having the thymine. That is said to be what is that? Individuality, unique individuality. Each and every gene which are showing the or retain their original structure and their original function or individuality in the chromosomes. So first one, both of them which is present in the same chromosome only. First one which are showing the C. The second gene, that is recessive allele gene, which are having the T. So each and every gene which are showing the uniqueness and also they retain their unique characteristic feature and also function. That is the second points denoted in the salient feature of chromosomal theory of inheritance, which is proved by the diagram. And also they showed the comparison of a chromosome of a same chromosome of a gene behavior. So both of them are same chromosome only, but which are showing the different characteristic feature. That is said to be comparison between gene and chromosomal behavior. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is chromosome, how the genes are located in the chromosome, life history of chromosomal theory of inheritance, salient feature of chromosomal theory of inheritance, comparison between gene and chromosomal behavior. After this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.